Well, I'm loving the straight hair. You know, it looks permed, so I like it.
It looks permed, but it's not. So be careful.
It's not. It's not permed.
Wrap it. Do you wrap your hair at night?
Yeah.
Why you hesitate?
I do. Wrapping means I can just put on the silk scarf, right?
Put it on how?
The silk bonnet.
No.
A
bonnet for, I mean, how would you, so what is your hair, how is your hair when you put the bonnet on? When you have it straight like this?
Like this.
So so your hair is straight and then you just put the bonnet on like that and then the bottom of the hair you push up into the bonnet?
Well, it's the long bonnet that, is for like long hair. So it just has that long flap in the back.
A do-rag? I've never seen a long bonnet.
Well, I wish I had it with me.
Me too.
Welcome to the 8090 where we talk about all things wild and reckless from the past and present.
Because every day is so damn different.
Welcome back to another episode of the 8090 podcast, y'all.
Hey, turn up.
I'm your...
Oh, go ahead. It was lingering. Go ahead. Who are you? Tell me who you are.
I'm your host, Shara, the filmmaker mom.
And I'm Mykah the Maven. Welcome back.
How are you feeling?
Good.
I'm in a good mood.
How are you? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hashtag hair flip.
I'm in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you. Yours does too.
Thank you.
Naturalistas.
Yes, having a good hair day. Good hair days
are the best.
They're literally the best, especially when you literally lead a shop. How was your experience?
It was wonderful. I was late for my appointment, per usual. I'm always late. So I got hit with that good old late fee. But
you used to get away with being a little late back in the day. There's a lot of things that are different about going to get your hair done now.
So she has a 5-minute grace period. Well, yeah, you're right, because you used to be in there sitting waiting for 2 hours because they've overbooked. No.
Got somebody in the bowl already.
Come on
now.
Yeah, so I text her and I said, I'm running a little late due to traffic. My appointment was at 5:15. Okay. I said, I'm not going to be there until 5:27. Is that okay? She was like, well, actually, no, because I have somebody right after you, so I won't be able to accommodate you for that. So I was super bummed out. And then she texted me again and she was like, well, actually, if we just cut off the steam treatment, that'll save 15 minutes so I can still get you in. I'm like, okay, bet, let's do it. Girl, I sped over there.
I was going to say, you sent me a picture pretty fast.
Yeah, I sped over there. I'm still looking over my shoulder because I don't have registration. But I made it. I made it there at 5:22, girl.
Look, beat the GPS.
So
a win is a win.
A win is a win. So I was 7 minutes late. I'm looking. I got the little updated payment, whatever. Basic silk press plus late fee.
Ooh. Look.
But I went ahead and gave her a tip anyway because, my hair was tangled. And she untangled my hair fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
This girl be swearing her hair be so tangled.
It does.
Girl, talk to me about a tangle when you can't.
I can't.
Girl.
I cannot. So before she started washing it, I took my ponytail out and she was like pulling it apart. I can hear my hair pulling apart. And she was like, I'll detangle the rest with the conditioner in the bowl. Yeah. So then she puts the conditioner on there and uses that little special brush, and I just heard my hair go.
Oh.
So I'm sure I just lost a lot of hair. But, she got it done. We got it done. We finished.
Did she use a dimming brush?
No, I think she uses the one that separates. What's that one called?
Oh, yeah.
The one that kind of goes out like that.
Names for it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so she got it done really quick. I wish I was quick like that, but I'm too scared to pull all my hair out. So hopefully she didn't pull out too much.
It looks great. It looks like she didn't pull out none at all.
Thank you. I've never seen my hair this long. She was like, well, your hair looks great, but we're going to talk about those ends though.
Girl, the ends is where it gets dangerous. You have got to get your ends trimmed. And I did not know why before.
Yeah.
I always was like, why you want me to go get my hair cut so bad? And then once I educated myself, I was like, okay, split ends. Like now I see how they travel up. And the longer you wait, the upper they go, higher up, not upper, the higher up they go. and then you end up having to get more chopped off in the long run.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, that was one of my New Year's resolutions one year, was to get a trim every 6 weeks. Ask me if I did it.
Have you did it?
Well, I got better, but I didn't do it every 6 weeks. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, she told me every 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
So what's that, 12 weeks?
Yeah,
No.
they're 4 months. It's not 12 weeks.
No, it's not. I can't count.
Like 16, right? It's a lot.
She used to say 12 weeks. So
I mean,
that's
it
3
varies.
months, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Don't quote me on that. What was I going to say? When's the last time you went to the shop?
Oh, well, depends
And got
for
your
what, 'cause-
hair like a silk press and a trim?
It's been a while since I got a silk press, probably like a year. But I've been to get, because when I get my braid downs or when I get, I trim my hair before I put braids in it.
Okay.
So that way, whatever grows is like healthy. So there is where I get like a deep condition, scalp treatment, girl. It's something about that bowl when you get your hair washed and someone else is just in there, and oh man, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's been a minute. So the last real time I went to go get my hair was to get my knotless braids put in.
Oh.
So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm loving the straight hair. You know, it looks permed, so I like
It
it.
looks perm, but it's not. So be careful.
It's not. It's not permed.
Wrap it. Do you wrap your hair at night?
Yeah,
Why you hesitate?
I do. Wrapping means I can just put on the silk scarf, right?
Put it on how?
The silk bonnet.
No.
No.
A bonnet for, I mean, how would you, so what is your hair, how is your hair when you put the bonnet on? When you have it straight like this?
Like this.
So you put, so your hair is straight and then you just put the bonnet on like that, and then the bottom of the hair you push up into the bonnet?
Well, it's the long bonnet that, you know, is for like long hair. So it just has that long flap in the back.
A do-rag? I've never seen a long bonnet.
Well, I wish I had it with me.
Me too. I've never seen.
It's a silk bonnet, like if you have braids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's kind of long. Like it goes around your head, but the back of it is like long.
And it covers everything like a bonnet would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
have to show you that.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but the way you said it when I said wrap, because that's not wrapping.
I know. I do not brush my hair and wrap it all
Okay,
the
so
time.
you do know. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because I'm like, at least the first few nights you should, because it trains it from when you first get it done, so it'll last a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
It's so hard to wrap. They actually came out with this wrap scarf. It has these two little things on it.
Really?
And it just, yeah, it looks like a lot. I mean, it sounds like a cool invention, but it takes some technique to wrap your hair.
Look, I can barely put the bonnet on at night. I'd be so tired sometimes.
Girl, that's why I invested in some silk sheets and some silk pillowcases.
I'm almost there.
Almost. Girl, should have been there. I'm telling you, those nights where you don't wrap your hair, it's not the same. It feels like your hair still wakes up like you wrapped it.
Well, I need the silk sheets because Jackson be in the bed.
What do you mean?
His hair is dry in the back.
Oh, you mean so he can lay on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Girl, I'm trying to get Maven a silk. I'm about to put his little dog bed in a silk pillowcase in his crate. Yes, I am. He got curls too. He don't need to be sleeping on cotton. I don't care.
Mykah.
What?
Maven will be okay. Maven's curls will be okay. He is not us.
Well, I beg to differ. I'm saying in the sense of like the hair that he has is not like dog fur. He doesn't have dog fur.
But he's a dog, right? So that means he has dog fur.
No, he has hair.
Mykah.
He has natural, curly, four.
No, ain't no 4K9. 4K9. That's it. He's a canine.
Okay. And that's why I wasn't really going to tell many people I was
Maven
doing.
is her four-legged poodle dog. It's a dog. He's a dog. He's very well loved, but he's a dog with his extra mama over here. She's so...
I cannot make you react. I thought you'd think it'd be a good idea. That is such a good idea. We have bonnets. They need like...
Do they have a support group for you poodle parents? Because y'all are just, woo. You need to be the leader of it.
Wow.
Honestly,
I really thought that you would be down with that. And
I'm down with a lot of your ideas, but that.
So you're probably not down with the deep conditions that I give him.
Oh, you give him deep conditions too.
Anyway, we're moving on. Black hair.
Black hair. Perms. Have you ever had one?
No, I've never had a perm.
Never.
So glad I have never. Thank you, Mom, if you're watching this. Because, I don't know, I've always been scared of them. When I was in the salon, like, I was seeing people burn up at the sink and, oh, it's hot, it's ready. People running past me. I'm just like, why is my scalp not burning? Because I was getting presents. So, I never had a perm, but definitely was a hot comb girl.
Oof. I feel like those hot combs are just as bad. Did you ever get burned?
A couple times. Oof. Girl, it's a couple I have never gone back to. Because it's like when somebody hit the back of your ankle at the grocery store. Yeah. You want to turn around swinging. Like, she burned my ear before. So that's why I'm glad they came out with these little ear cuffs because.
Oh, really? So your mom didn't hot comb your hair? You always went to the salon?
She would sometimes, and then I started to do like the edges, but did she really? I guess maybe she used it, probably. Mm-hmm. She was more into she did like a lot of natural styles. Like you see my baby pictures with like what you do for Parker and that type of thing. Okay. Kept it real cute, classy.
Yes, the perms though.
I know what a time to be alive.
It was a time to be alive and like preparing for your perm. It would be like, okay, don't scratch your scalp for 3 days because if you do, your head is gonna burn. Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah, like they would always say. My mom would always say, make sure you don't scratch your head. Like if you knew you were getting a perm that weekend, you better not scratch your head for I'm talking don't even scratch your scalp because it would irritate your scalp and make you need to rinse out the perm even quicker.
At 3 days after, rinse out the perm even quicker?
No. Don't scratch your scalp at least 3 days before you were going to get a perm. Because that irritation from your scalp.
Oh, before you get the perm.
Yeah, the chemicals would would be irritated.
That's wild. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that's how we grew up. Well, a lot of us grew up, and then now studies are starting to come out that perms are causing cancer in Black women.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was, they didn't call it creamy crack for no reason.
Right?
It really was a version of that.
I don't think I'll ever get a perm. No, I don't think. I know I will never get a perm again, and I'm never going to put a perm in Parker's hair either.
Yeah, no, that needs to be, yeah, no, I'm so glad I've never had one. But I am really grateful for the natural hair movement, the social media natural hair movement. There was a natural hair movement in the 1900s, but I wasn't here for those. So I'm talking about influencers educating and just really getting that community built for us. It was really helpful for me because that was the age where I started doing my own hair. And I was so unfamiliar with my natural texture.
Yeah.
So unfamiliar. I'm like, where did this come? Who is it? Where did this come from? It was usually. So it was a learning curve for sure, but I'm glad. I did a couple big chops. Yes, girl, it was giving very much bob.
Really?
Yeah.
So a big chop, how far did you go?
Okay, my big chops are different. When I say I've never been big chop, but I mean I've gone a bob, really never shorter than that.
Really?
And that's a big chop for me. Yeah, because my hair is never really damaged like that. If it's a little bit of split ends or whatever, but yeah, no, that's the shortest I've had. I don't
do
think
you remember some early hair influencers you used to follow?
Oh, Natural 85, Lipstick and Curls. Oh man, you know what? I guess I kind of.
What about Nay Too Curly?
Yes,
she's still around.
She is.
And there's another one. She actually switched her name. Now she goes by Shanique Bunton.
Ooh, what was the one before? It's so, when I say it's so many, it's literally
I don't know, but she lives in Canada and she changed her name. I have to remember what it is. I can't remember right now. But she ended up changing her name because whenever she was out in public, people would call her by her YouTube name.
Yeah.
And so she finally just
did
her own name.
That's wild.
Oh, it was Journey to Waist Length.
Yeah,
Remember her?
I do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. She goes by Shanique now.
That's crazy. We were in two totally different worlds
Mm-hmm.
and literally know the same. That's how big it was. What a time to be alive.
It was. Around that time, when all that started, I still had a perm. And then I finally gave it up because, well, not by choice. My hair got matted after I took out the braids.
So you did a big chop, but like blunt length? I mean bob length?
Girl, no. It wasn't bob length.
Was it shorter than that?
Yes. It was.
Oh, you had you have a really cute face for a shortcut though. Well, let me not say that. What?
Nothing.
What you do?
I had long hair, like what I consider long, like my entire life. So, girl, when I cut my hair, I'm going to have to find the picture because I know where it's at. No, mom can't untangle my hair because it's so matted. Like, I had a mini fro. And I was so embarrassed about the mini fro. I went and bought a wig, and I wore a wig for like a year.
How do you feel about wigs? I don't think I've ever seen you in one. Have you?
You have. The little bob wig that I had, and then Ryan says that I look like a grandma in it, so I stopped wearing it. And then I tried to buy some other wigs. The one with the headband wig.
Oh, yeah, the headband wig. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I did like that one, but the other one, because I've always liked the bobs kind of hairstyle, and I can never get a wig. I always say I want one like Molly on Insecure. I loved her bob wig. So, I like them if they look natural.
Yeah. How do you feel about lace fronts?
Never had one.
Opinion.
I like them. I mean, if it's done right and you can't tell that is the lace front where some people have the little swoosh that almost comes down to their eyebrows?
I'm glad you said it, not me.
And like 6 across?
The girlies are not 6 across. The girlies are going to want to fight us. But can we please, this is a PSA, this is a call out, this is a hug from me to you. Can we please leave those? And you know what I'm doing because you see the shape. Can we leave those alone?
Yeah, why do they do that?
I don't know.
And some of them are so blunt, like, let's go down and around.
Yes, it's so. Now, some dramatic baby hairs I live for. I'm not going to
like dramatic.
Yeah, but no, it's not even dramatic. It's just unnatural. But those natural looking dramatic ones, yes, chef's kiss. But this, like, I can spot a lace front from a mile away. But you know what? I had asked Cinnamon Toast Crunch if he knew when people were wearing wigs or lace fronts, and he was like, no.
Oh.
I was like, I feel like some men are oblivious. Of course, some men have like scissors and like they're just a little more observant. But some men really just don't even be looking. I'm like, that's the first thing I see is that little grid at your part. But you're right. If they're done right, I live for them.
Yeah.
Those baby hairs are a lot for me. But anyway.
I don't even call them baby hairs. I don't know what we're calling those.
I know. But.
No, but nothing.
I know.
Just get rid of it.
I know. The girlies are going to hate us. But I really feel it. Especially the one where it's like a middle part and then they do it on the part.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh my gosh. Why are we doing that?
Why do you guys do that? Can you tell us?
Comment why. Like, if there's a true reason why, like, is that to hide the lace right there? It's kind of like blended.
Yeah.
That could be it. Okay, I can see that. Cool.
But it's too much.
Yeah, hate it still.
Yeah. They need a parfait wig.
Parfait wigs, yes. Yeah, artificial intelligence is about to start making these wigs. That's what they're using.
Yeah.
To make it so fit to you. Oh, so smart.
Now, that is what I will say. I would love to invest the money and get a parfait wig because I have seen their videos that they do and they lift up the wig and it doesn't even look like a wig and they put it back down.
A glueless lace, yes.
Yes, because they color match to your skin. Shout out Parfait.
Shout out Parfait. If you want us to do a wig review or, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes, so natural hair, live for it. I have a question for you. Have you ever been to or got an opportunity for a job interview and had to figure out or think about do something to your hair? Or feeling away?
You know what? You mean as an adult?
Yeah, I mean, like, well, when did you start working? What was your first job age?
My first job age was 15. And my first
too.
job was Six Flags. I worked at the chicken shack next to Looney Tune Land.
Oh,
And back then, no, I didn't have to worry about my hair. I mean, we're working for $6.25 an hour. We're just happy for that $150 paycheck.
well, yes.
And we had to wear a hat, so it's like, no, throw the hair back in the ponytail. It was permed anyway.
Okay, so maybe more as an adult.
Okay.
The young.
So as
Not
an
6'1".
adult, that was around the time that I did have to do the big chop and I had the wig on. But, you know, I don't remember really being on the interview process. I wasn't worried about my hair. But when I did have to travel to New Jersey, I think I would straighten my hair.
Yeah.
Because I thought it's more professional.
That's what I'm saying. Was it subconsciously? You just was like, that was on your to-do. That's what's coming up. So let me straighten my hair.
Yeah, because I was the only black person on the team.
Same.
Then when I get to New Jersey, it's like, okay, there's barely any black people in the room. And then I'm already the youngest one on the team.
Yeah.
But I quickly got over that. Like once my hair grew back a lot from that big chop, I stopped wearing the wig. And like I was wearing my fro around the office. So I didn't even really let it bother me. Like even when I transferred to Texas, my first day, I took a picture of myself for the first day at the new office, and I had a fro. Like, this is what it is.
Say something. This is how it grows.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
What about you? What is an experience that you had when you first noticed that your hair was different from your peers?
I think it was kind of like a subconscious thing. I just thought that I was perceived better or I looked better with straight hair. Like it wasn't like even really about them that much where it was like, oh, they're going to judge me for having natural hair. But I just was like, when I'm popping, when I'm stepping through, she's getting a fresh press.
Yeah.
Doing the little comb thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you can take a picture with the comb under. Yeah. So, yeah. But then I also think it was a little bit like that because that's more professional. That's more of a professional look. So it sucks to have to... I don't even know where that comes from. I guess just...
Girl.
It wasn't like natural hair was really embraced. Now it's on TV. It's like, it's everywhere you look. It's at Target. So it's a little bit more...
It's in the Barbies.
It's in the Barbies. It's in the dolls.
Natural
hair was not in my dolls.
Mine either.
I was straightening my hair because that's what I was doing to my doll.
Girl, all the Barbies had straight hair.
Even the black ones.
Yes.
The brown ones.
Yeah. So I love the diversity with the Barbies now. Like Parker's dolls that we get her, they will have Afro puffs. They will have two Afro puffs and the braids going down.
Yeah, literally serving looks like the LOL dolls.
Yes.
They really be giving looks, honey, okay?
They do. I love it. I'm glad that, you know, kids now, especially little girls, there's so much out for them. Like even with Gracie's Corner, they have a song that says, I love my hair. Well, that's probably the wrong tone. But anyway, it talks about little black kids loving their hair the way that it is. And we didn't have that growing up.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Wow. And I love the way you do Parker's hair. Parker's hair be...
Well, thank
she
you.
look like one of them dolls. I love it. I can't wait to have a little girl and do the same thing.
I know, girl. Hopefully she doesn't fight you like Parker, because some days she be walking around looking crazy because she doesn't want me to touch her hair.
I feel that. I don't know.
Just slap a hat on it and go.
Yes.
Sometimes she'll be like, Dad, I want to go to the store with you. And he'd be like, no, your hair is looking crazy. Boy, if you don't throw a hat on her head and let her get in that car.
Right, every day is not gonna be a good hair day.
Exactly.
You need to take me as I am, because sometimes this hair gonna be all over this head.
All over the place.
Period. It is what it is.
What's the longest you went without washing your hair?
Oh, girl. Look, it's probably been the longest I've gone. Probably like 2 months.
Okay.
Especially if I have braids in, because I just recently started washing my braids. So like in the last couple of years. So if I have some braids in, it was going to be a minute. But I'll still do stuff in between that time to refresh my scalp. But yeah, not like super long. How about you?
Well, September through... When did I take my hair out? October. September, maybe November. So like 3 months.
Okay.
It was a long 3 months, like almost 4.
Then you had the twist in?
Yeah, and when I took the twist out, I was wearing the afro for a long time. Remember?
And you never, like, were you doing things to your hair?
I mean, I would moisturize it.
So you're just adding product, not taking product away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I learned my lesson because I lost a lot of hair detangling.
Yeah. I love, well, you will, especially if you weren't manipulating your hair at all for 3 months, you're bound to have, and that's what I had to learn too. Because, you know, you're not really detangling, I don't know, I just didn't know a lot of stuff about my hair.
Mm.
But to know that that's like normal to have that amount of shedding after you detangle your hair after some braids, girl.
Sometimes it's traumatizing.
Okay, so, boom, bow, wow, Crown Act.
The Crown Act.
Yes.
People are very vocal about it. I think it's important.
It is important.
Especially with high school students coming up. You know, have you seen the stories where they made the wrestler cut off his dreadlocks before they would let him wrestle?
Yeah, I did see that. That's very, so that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Would that apply for that?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So it's not just employment-wise.
No, it's like all hair discrimination.
The fact that there needs to be a rule made to not be judged or discriminated by.
One of my friends growing up in Denver, she wanted to join the Navy. She had dreadlocks. Yeah. And they told her if she wanted to be in the Navy, she would have to cut her dreadlocks off. So she changed her mind.
Oof, yeah.
I didn't really know that was a thing because I really haven't faced that. And I feel like it's more so geared towards, because there's also been a lock movement. So I think it's a lot of hatred and racism towards people who are deciding to have locks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you called them locks and not dreads.
Yeah.
You know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's so, I wonder if other races deal with that. How do we find that out? Like, I guess
I feel like they don't. We're the only ones that have hair like this.
Wow. Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Only our hair is going to do and be glamorous like yours. Everyone else has the bone straight hair.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So this is really an act for us. It has been denied 2 times in a row by Senate. And like, why are you saying no? Are you what? I want to know how are they justifying it? Are they saying that you have to look a certain way in these places and they're standing on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like define professionalism. What is that?
I think they literally write it out as like no dreads, no locks, no.
Even hair like this, they probably wouldn't want you to wear it, depending on where you are.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can make strides in that, because now we are embracing that our hair does not define us. Even though it's an important part of us, our hair does not define who we are, nor does it define our abilities for the job. Just because I have a fro or locks doesn't mean I'm not capable of performing my duties.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and even if it's a client-facing role where they want you to go out and meet with the client, okay, I have locks. If you want me to put them back in a ponytail, you know, just have them back, let me do that. But don't say that it's unprofessional.
Now, I will say this. I've seen, I watched Kendra G Singles Live. Shout out to Kendra G. And she had this really funny guy come on the show. His name is Zoe. And he had these free-forming, like, these ain't locks. Like, I'm going to call them what they are. These are free-forming dreads. And they're, like, sticking up, sticking out, like, just very, very loud choice for hair. So in a situation like that, you know...
No, we can't discriminate.
We're not discriminating, but I just feel like there should be some middle ground.
Okay, so they can't be
like
too free all over.
If you were to see them, you would be like, okay, like you can't really walk into a doctor's office and your doctor coming in here. Well, can you? I don't know.
You can.
You can. If you were to see him, but I will say I don't like those. I don't like them. You know, I'm here for the Crown Act, no judgment.
Yeah.
You know, I still like you, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what? I will say, since we're on the topic of what we don't like, I don't like the fact that what happened to the men wearing a fade with waves?
Girl, yes, I love waves. They all want to grow their hair out.
Girl, why? When we were in school, it's
yeah,
constantly you got a wave brush. You're laying your hair down with the do-rag. You got the do-rag line across your head. And it's like today's boys don't want to do that. They want to grow out the... Girl, when I first met Ryan, when he first came to the house, he had a high top that was this
Not a high top kid in play.
Yes, he did. Oh. And gradually over time, because I told him I wanted to see him with the fade, as the years went on, he cut it lower and lower and lower. So as low as it is now is the lowest it's ever been.
Oh my gosh, that's so... But yeah, fades are really winning out here.
They are.
Let's not...
Can we bring that back? Can we bring back the fades, please? I'm telling you, you will get a woman faster with the seasick waves. Just cut it. We're tired of the little froze with the curls and y'all using that the curl sponge. The thing
and
is
your
dirty
sponge
anyway.
is dirty. Get you a new sponge.
Get a new one.
If you gonna continue, get you a new sponge. But yes, I live for a fade. I love a good barbershop reel on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I love a good reveal. But yeah, favorite protective style?
Mini twist.
Mini twist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for passion twists, knotless braids, and faux locks.
I always wanted to try faux locks, but girls seem like people don't know how to take them down these days. They end up cutting their own hair off.
Oh no, no. That's only happened to me once, and that was because the girl was lifting. Okay, I should not have been taking my hair, and I got all stuck in the TV. It was not a good look. But for the most part, nah. I did my own faux locks, and I did like a bob.
Was that when you went to Miami?
No, ew, no. I hated those. Those were a rush job because that trip was a rush job. But no, these were I think, was it the first time I tried those faux locks? It was. And I threw a couple little gold ones in there. Hit up a pool party. That thing was bobbing. It was so cute. Yeah. But yeah, favorite protective style.
The steamer.
Oh, the steamer.
The
Game changer.
steamer that you recommended me, girl, we need to start the Amazon page.
We do.
Because every time I do Parker's hair, I will post on Instagram, and they're like, oh my God, it puts her to sleep every time.
Yeah.
And every time I post, someone's like, where did you get that?
Yeah.
We could be rich off of that steamer.
We need to. Actually, we're going to start an Amazon store because we're going to talk about a lot of things that we use on the pod. Mm-hmm. And you guys want to get them?
It's going to be the 80/90 store.
Yes, it is. No, I'm serious. Another stream of income. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
But yeah, steaming changes the game. Just a good deep condition. People always make fun of me because I do too much as far as like self-care, but I literally see the results. It is so good for you.
Girl, people be thinking your hair is a wig. Our clients have thought your hair is a wig.
All the time, people think my hair is a wig. And my hair is so versatile and just like I could really pull off anything as far as like, you know, my knotless braids last forever. So it pays off. That's why I'm like, when people always ask me for advice for natural hair and stuff, and it's not that I'm reluctant to give it, but it's like,
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it takes consistency and dedication. If you're not dedicated to it, it's just not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. It's just not. And my mom told me one time, because I had the nerve to think I was gonna be tender-headed. And like a very young, and I had all this hair, like I told you, Rudy Huxtable type, like that's what everybody called me, Cheeks and Rudy Huxtable. And I was like, ow, you know, jumping one day. She was like, look, either you gonna have all this hair and not be tender-headed, or you gonna be bald and be tender-headed. And I was just like, okay, well, never mind. But it really bent on my strength, my scalp and stuff, so.
That's good.
Yeah. Self-care of everything. Deep condition your hair, ladies.
It's a game changer. Look at my hair. My hair has never been this long.
Yeah.
I've always been stuck like here. And so now to just see this, and even though she cut my hair, like I'm so excited to see the progress that I'm going to make at the end of the year. Maybe I'll be down to here.
You probably will. And when you cut those split ends off, your curly styles even look better because all those ends aren't all scraggly, you know, and stuff like that. So a cut works wonders. Get your hair trimmed.
Yes.
That's really like the key.
Yes.
The key to success.
But you all, change starts with us. So if the Crown Act has not been passed in your state and you're interested in it, check the description for the website to the Crown Act. You can learn more about it and get active in your community.
Yes, we need to embrace, educate, and inspire people to learn to love us as we are, as we are, all that good stuff. Because like you said, our hair does not define us. It just makes us look real cute. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode of 8090. And we're probably going to have to run hair back again. Bring on some hair influencers. Hear about the movement from their perspective. Ooh, that would be dope.
Oh, yes. And some of them that have made a recent big chop.
Yes.
That were known for hair and have transitioned out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be phenomenal. Very it factor-ish.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, you guys, make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast. If you like this episode, share it with somebody. And yeah, leave us some comments. We want to hear from you guys.
Make sure you click the notification bell because we do not want to miss an opportunity to hang out with you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Well, that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for listening to another episode of the 8090 podcast.
Yes, be sure to give us a rating. We want to hear how we're doing, hear what we sound like to y'all, because I do want to see what people have to say about us. Subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listening to another episode of the 8090 podcast.
Yes, be sure to give us a rating. We want to hear how we're doing, hear what we sound like to y'all, because I do want to see what people have to say about us. Subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel.